Namaste, Ram Ram, Sawadee Ka, Sawadee Ka. Gotta get my tie on. So, update, I've realized some things about coming to the island and traveling here that I thought I would share as well as kind of process. When looking for a house, it's better to not rush. The first time that I did this, I was looking for a place, in my head, I had this dollar amount, and that was, why would I be paying X amount of baht, say 500 baht a night where I stay, which is very nice and lovely, when I could be paying 10,000 baht for the month. Like, it starts getting funny. So I was like, no, I just need to get into a place and and so, of course, it turned out to not be a good fit for me. It was a Thai place. There were a lot of things I learned about that. I didn't like the area. I didn't like the Thai wooden house. The electric was like many things. It was too big. The air conditioner was only in the bedroom, so the whole house stayed hot, and I spent most of the time in the bedroom anyway, because that's where the air conditioner was. Anyway, long story short, I realized this, like, when I came back here and now in this farm, I was like, gotta find a place to stay. And that same program kicked in and was like, you have to get there, have to do it now, have to do it quick. And it's not an easy process. A lot of things aren't listed online. If they are listed online, you don't really know the area, or, you know, the pictures sometimes aren't good representations of reality. And so it takes time. It takes time. And you can post to Facebook groups and talk to people. And there's lots of signs that say house for rent, long-term, la 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 la, like this sort of thing. But, okay, so you see the sign. So you go up to the house. Are they there? Is there a person that speaks English? What, you know, the communication level? Like, there's a lot of shit that goes on involved in this. So, knowing that this program existed, and now with the awareness that this is going on, I'm like, okay, take your time. And I'm gonna be here for 6 months. So this was also like, I don't want to get into a place that I'm not even comfortable at and then have to move again or look for another place, because I'm here for a while. And cost has been coming up a lot, because it's different from India, where I used to spend a lot of time. Prices in Thailand are significantly more than in India, although India is now coming up. Like, a lot of the prices aren't like too drastically different, which is why I was like, well, if I'm going to pay that much, I'll be in Thailand. Anyway, so that was one factor, and I kind of let that go. Kind of just let it go. I was like, for example, I looked at a place and it was 9,000 baht, which is around $300. It's just a little small, but good price, right? I was like, yeah, great. I know it's going to be a little small, and this is going to be where I spend a lot of time in my house. Some people don't care because they don't spend a lot of time there. I am technically considered a cave dweller. That means I spend the majority of time in my own space. Like, I'm very comfortable in my space. It's been like this for a while. I love my books. I love everything. I have projects going on. I dance. All of these things are done usually, you know, in my own space, in my own little world. So it's worth it to me to pay extra to have a space that I am going to feel good. So these things are really nice, because I'm not just, oh, the cheapest. I'm like, no, you should, you know, do what you need to do and pay what you need to pay in order to feel comfortable and to feel good, especially when it's going to be long term. It was really interesting because I couldn't speak to the woman. Like, I saw her husband showed me the property. She spoke English, he didn't. I said, I'll come see, blah, blah. He showed me, it was small. Could have worked, it was small. And then, as I was leaving, he was like, oh, in, you know, broken, whatever. He was like, this one. And it was massive, too big for me. Amazing, right? Because we get this idea, like, oh, it's so big and I can do so much. But in reality, like, I don't need an entire room to dance and stretch and do all of these things. I just need the living area. I don't sit on the couch, I sit on the floor. Everything's around me, nicely put away. So it made sense. Now, the cool thing about this was that this place that I looked at had been recommended to me via someone on Facebook, And he actually was like, hi, I recommended it to you from his place. And I had attempted to converse with the Thai husband to say, you showed me a small room, you showed me a big room, do you have a medium room? Small, large, medium. Didn't translate. So I asked this gentleman, his name was Cody from Iran, and I said, so please, like, have you seen these rooms? He was like, yeah, you want to see my room? I was like, oh yeah, sure. Perfect. It was medium. It was perfect. And he was like, I'm here for another week. Oh, and I was like, oh, okay. So I get back to the hotel. She's like, how long are you staying? Because I'm like, okay, I'm trying to find a place. But again, coming back to that, don't rush things. Just let them flow. It'll work out. And so I said, let me call this woman. And she gave me like crazy prices. Some crazy prices, some things I was like, that can't be right. Like, what's going on? I couldn't convey to her that it was my friend in this space, and he was leaving in a week, and how much was this room? Like, all of this was completely lost in translation. So, and I hung up the phone, and I was just like, I felt a little like, because I was feeling like that was gonna be my space. And so I was just like, oh man. And so, blessed be, I went downstairs. I stay here at T Moon, and the woman here, her name is Thai, and she's one of the most amazing, empowered, super strong Thai women. And so she called her, and she talked to her, and she actually kind of like vouched for me, because she was like, no, it's these prices and this prices, back and forth. Long story short, got the place, have to stay. I don't have to stay. I get to stay. In where I am at the hotel for another week. And again, coming back to this energy exchange with this money, like, I don't know why I'm so attached to it. Probably because I am a gypsy, and as that, like, I work off of this amount, and so I get nervous because right now I'm not working or doing anything to have money incoming. However, I will. I have tons of beads and stuff, which I've mentioned, so I'm going to do the mala thing, bindi thing, maybe teach a little bit. Anyway, so I'm not worried about the money. So coming back to this energetic thing, I'm like, I am blessed that I get to stay here, that I get to share this currency, this energy with Ty, who I already said was an empowered and wonderful person. Not only that, I'm staying with a Thai family too. So that'll be really neat and interesting. I mean, not staying, but they own the place. It's different than when it's owned by a foreigner, which, pros and cons to that. They're a foreigner, so they obviously cater to you a bit more, whereas Thai, you get more of their cultural perspective, lens. All right, that was really long, but that's my update. So I'm here for another week at the hotel, and then I have a really lovely place. Went to the Thai school today. It's a process. Thailand, baby. Thailand's amazing. All you have to do is just pay. So basically, you're paying like $715 for a 6-month student visa. And then, like, moving in is another $750. Funny how that kind of was the same. 2,200 baht. Okay. But yeah, I mean, it could be worse, right? USA standards are fucking, my rent was $1,000, so this is like 2 birds, 1 stone. And again, I'm not feeling bad about it. I'm not feeling worried. The energy that I'm putting out around this experience, and especially with the awareness of the money aspect, all is in a really, positively charged, like, yay. And I have been working a lot with this, abundance mentality in terms of the money, and in not being in fear. You either live out of fear or out of love. So not being in fear, not thinking of lack and scarcity. And like I said, coming back to that, knowing that money is just currency and currency is just energy. We have a lot of energy, so that means we have a lot of currency. It's just paper. It's just everywhere. It's everywhere, right? So that was my update and spiel on that. Maybe you found it useful. I hope so. And if not, I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you for your time, energy, and attention. Be blessed and beautiful, and everything, everything, everything.